Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Chris here. Wanted to bring you guys a little update on Bitcoin, what I'm looking at. We're going to be looking at this in the one-day chart. Hope you guys are having just a wonderful day, and if you could like, subscribe, all that, I really appreciate it. Helps the channel out. So what we're looking at here, guys, we're going to see where this closes. What I want to point out to you is we did hit these tweezer bottoms right here at $6,000. So that has been defended as of right now, unless something crazy happens here before the close. But excuse me, you can see the tweezer bottoms here, just like when we had tweezer tops up here. When you had the tweezer tops, you get pushed down. Sometimes when you get the tweezer bottoms, you'll go up. But what I want you guys to really pay attention to, tweezer bottoms is great, but we need follow through. We have to see some follow through. We have a lot of overhead resistance right here. So the yellow line is our 50 moving average, and then we have our 12 moving average and our 26 moving average, our 12 being in purple and our 26 being in green. And we're also looking at our 20 EMA, which is in that light blue here. All of these are acting as overhead resistance right now. So we have to see good follow through, and we have to see good follow through with volume and see if we can break up and out of this right here, this trend line down. So those are the things that I'm looking at, guys. And you kind of had that little bit of bullish divergence here. You see how we got down here, but we had a higher low, essentially. Just barely, but we had one. Now we're moving up. But that's what has to happen, guys. Probably come up here, and then this would be a lower high, and then we'd come down here and try to make a higher low, and then get moving. But we'll have to see. It's just, it depends on what the whales are going to do and what type of volume is going to come in. Those are the main things that we have to look for, but we do see tweezer bottoms. So we'll have to be patient. We'll have to see. And let me pull this out for us. I want to check out that trend line we were talking about. Okay. Then, guys, we have this right here. So take a look at that and see each time these highs here are getting lower. So we have those lower highs, but what we're trying to do is set a higher low here, because we are actually, if you go off the closes right here, we were having lower lows as well. Now we're trying to put in that higher low and see if we can move, but we got a lot of overhead resistance, like I was telling you guys. That's the biggest thing. So now next, what I want to do, let's go in, we're going to look at this wave, or this whole structure itself. One second, guys. There we go. Alright, so we're going to throw the Fibonacci on here. Let's see how much we've retraced. So we'll go off that right there. Right there, we're basically, guys, we wicked through the 886. And hit that 6,000. So I mean, that's a massive retracement. All this has been wiped out, essentially, and that's how it happens in this game. That's why you have to have importance of taking profits, like we saw up here on the tweezer tops. Many of us thought it was going to be the 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 5. That could have came, but it could have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then A, B, C, and then this massive just free fall due to news as well. So we fell even harder, but. You know, guys, that's what we got to do. Now we got to try to make a one wave and start going back at it. But we have a lot of overhead resistance. You know, along with all these moving averages, look what else we're looking at is the 618 here when you're going back up through. So that's what I just want to show you guys. I wanted to bring it to you. Tell me what you're doing. I mean, it was good to see, obviously, this candle, if we can close decent here. It's nice to see the tweezer bottoms and, you know, kind of that inside bar or harami. But you know, we need good follow through, and we need to make some moves here, because these are really, really deep retracements, and mostly we've been retraced to about the 786, but I think with the extra news, that's why we got pushed down to the 886, and then we tested wick down to that 6,000. But been looking at that, guys, and then see here, let's check out our Bollinger Bands. We're at the bottom of the bands right here. So, you know, why couldn't we have a little bit of a run and come up and at least test the middle band, guys, at 74? Because we very well could come up to this 74 and then get pushed down again. And you saw how those waves, we just kept going like this. So it could come up here and then down again, then here, then down again, till we either break up or, you know, just fully down. But I want you guys to be aware of that. But this definitely wouldn't be too bad a time to buy, especially if you're accumulating for the long term, because we're at the low of the Bollinger Bands here. This has been a massive sell-off, and it happened really fast. So why couldn't you have at least one of these waves come in right there? So we're setting up for a close here. If we can get good follow through, that would be a candle that we'd want to see. That's a good candle, guys. That's what we want. So then next, let's check out our MACD. If you guys are going out tonight, please be safe, all of you. There you go. So right here, guys, we got to get this to hook and try to get back over that signal line. It seems like the histogram's starting to flatten out a little bit here at the bottom, but that's not the prettiest looking MACD right there. You can see when we had that cross around August 1st, and then it's just been a free fall since then. And that's why it's really important to watch these things. When these crossed here in the positive, we had a nice little run. When they crossed here, we've been continuously getting pushed down. So those are things I like to look at. Then check this one out, guys. And then this is our TD sequential, guys. And then this was our 9th candle right there. So yeah, I mean, it looks like you could be almost due for, given everything we've been looking at. I mean, it's just, in this market, guys, you can even get good news and crazy things happen because it's so manipulated, because there's not a lot of regulations on it. So that's where, your best technical analysis is nothing if these big whales come in and do something that's not expected. If that makes sense. This is just basically if this, then that, if that, then this, and you try to make the best probability that you can, and you have your risk versus reward, and you have your stop loss, and you say, okay, if it goes down past this, I'm out, but here's my reward. I want to try to, get in right here and then run it up to the 50 moving average here and make a little profit. So there's a lot of guys thinking about that. And then here's our count: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Right there, guys. And this candle even, that's why I was surprised by this one here. It looked like we were going to get some follow through there, but it didn't happen. And you can go out through all these guys, even the top, this thing called the top, the 9 right here. You can see that going up right there. It's pretty interesting to look at. I'm just going through real quick, guys, looking at all the different numbers. Okay. But you guys have a wonderful day. God bless each and every one of you. Please tell me what you're doing. Are you buying, selling, hodling? What's your game plan? Have you guys been studying? What different books? I'm going to try to get back to comments tomorrow when I get some time. Been crazy around here, but it's just been a blessing. So I'm going to check in with you guys as much as I can, and that's the thing. Like, I want to get these videos out to you, and then comments have to come secondary, because I still want to be able to get this out to you guys, and I'll work on the comments the best that I can. So you all take care. Have a wonderful night. Be safe, and I hope to talk to you tomorrow.